partnership with CommSec.
Joining us from CommSec now is Tom Piotrowski. Tom, good morning to you. I was just checking it. It seems like our local markets were some of the better performing around the world in the past 24 hours.
Well, I suppose we've been under quite a bit of pressure lately, Kenny, because of the downward spiral for commodity prices. So we've seen markets that have been exposed to that under pressure, a little bit of a rebound, as you point out, in the last couple of days. And optimistically, we're expected to kick off in positive territory by a decent margin this morning. The futures are saying we'll be up by around 0.75%. So there were mixed fortunes on either side of the Atlantic last night. Where stocks are concerned. US markets have, I suppose, consolidated. They're down by about 0.33% where the three leading indices are concerned as we speak. We've got a little over an hour of the session remaining on Wall Street. But the point to make is that over the course of the last week since the election, there's been a significant run up in equity markets. We've also seen that accompanied with a move higher for long and short term interest rates. And arguably, that is one of the limiting factors at the moment. Those bond yields, as they rise, are creating stiffer headwinds for stocks. So there seems to be an equilibrium for the moment. Last night we had some producer inflation numbers which didn't cause any concern. That's important. We've had two consecutive nights of inflation data, the consumer inflation figures last night, so that's an important hurdle out of the way. Although there were fewer people claiming unemployment benefits in the last week in the United States, the point that highlights is that the US employment market remains quite strong. Nonetheless, there's an important speech that's coming down the pipeline from the US Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. He is expected to sort of paint that picture of the runway to a rate cut in December, Kenny. If there's anything that upsets that view in the market size, that might be troublesome for stocks in after-hours trade. So that's something to keep an eye on for as far as the latter morning trade is concerned. Elsewhere, we've seen oil prices consolidate. They've been under a fair bit of pressure lately. $68.48 for West Texas Intermediate crude oil. That's up by 0.5%. But gold remains at a 2-month low. So that's a reflection of that US dollar strength. It's fallen for 5 consecutive days. So we've got the Aussie dollar also coming off its lows of the day at 64.85 US cents.
Thanks, Tom. Speak to you again soon.